Welcome to Industry Beacon, where we shine a light on the trailblazers, the disruptors, the titans of industry who are shaping the future. We're not just talking about success stories. We're diving deep into the strategies, the innovation, the grit that drives these giants. Get ready to be inspired. I'm Raine Musñgi, and here are the top business news. The Philippine peso is gaining strength as sentiment improves amid fading prospects of a rate cut by the central bank. Investors are becoming more optimistic about the peso, driven by expectations the Philippine Central Bank will maintain its current interest rates to curb inflation. This shift in sentiment is providing a boost to the local currency, reflecting growing confidence in the country's economic stability. Philippine property developers remain confident in the resilience of the real estate market despite the government's ban on offshore gaming operators, or POGOs. Developers Ayala Land, SM Investments, Philinvest REIT, and Shang Properties say the demand for residential and commercial spaces continue to be strong, driven by other sectors such as IT, BPM, and local businesses. Industry leaders are focusing on diversifying their tenant mix while adding traditional tenants and co-working locators to mitigate any impact from the POGO ban. The Philippines, Japan, and the United States are exploring potential energy cooperation, particularly in the development of biofuels. U.S. Ambassador to Japan, Raime Emanuel, proposed the trilateral cooperation where environment-friendly ethanol from Illinois would be processed through refineries in the Philippines. The partnership aims to enhance energy security and sustainability with a focus on renewable energy sources. The recent adoption of a new Philippine fuel standard allows the inclusion of 20% ethanol in gasoline products beginning October 1st. Now join Dr. Aivee and Z'Shen Teo for insights into the group's evolution, commitment to excellence, and vision for the future of aesthetics and wellness.
Experience the transformative leadership and the mission of enhancing beauty and well-being with the Aivee brand. Keep it here on Industry Beacon. We will be right back. Welcome back to Industry Beacon, where we illuminate the paths of industry trailblazers. I'm your host, Ferdi, Salvador. Today, we have the pleasure of hosting two exceptional individuals who have redefined the landscape of aesthetics, dermatology, and wellness. Doctors Aivee and Z'Shen Teo, the visionary minds behind the Aivee Group that have revolutionized the industry with their dedication to excellence and innovation. Good morning, Dr. Z and Dr. Aivee. Thank you so much for being here this morning. I just want to ask you a few questions to give insights on our viewers. And please share your journey with us since you started in 2009.
Well, technically, Ferdi, I started in 2002. I finished my residency training in dermatology at the UST Hospital, and I did my fellowship training in Singapore, where I met my husband, Z.
Yes.
And soon after, I started my private practice in the hospital, in Asian Hospital and Las Piñas Doctors Hospital. And 5 years later, I got invited to open a clinic in BGC.
Nice. So that was 2002. So that's a while, 15 years.
Yes, yes. So in 2009, we opened the first Aivee clinic. And that was in Burgess Circle in BGC, and the rest is history.
So within 15 years, what's the driver, or what drove you to expand your business to various companies? I know, Dr. Z, you're a visionary in that aspect.
Well, hi, Ferdi. Really, the way that we really drive our business is that we really look and see our patients and our clients. There's a very natural progression in how we did it. When we opened up new businesses like the A Institute, our patients needed to do a place to do like plastic surgery, hair transplants, orthopedics, men's health, women's health. So we needed to create a space for them.
Right.
And then when we saw that the patients were coming in with families and friends, and they were waiting for quite a bit, They wanted to have a place where they wanted to eat and have a healthy drinks.
So a cafe.
So we created a cafe.
What other, of course, you've got wellness, as you mentioned, hair transplant. That's not
Yes.
all cosmetic,
That's
which is
right.
very interesting. What else did you two dive into or delve into with the expansion?
I think one thing we're very proud of is our luxury pets, which is Z's pet project. Maybe you can talk about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's just one day when I saw patients bringing their pets
Right.
into the clinic, and it's become a part of their life now.
It is part of mental wellness. If you're happy, your pets give you happy, overall you are.
Yes.
But how do you maintain your reputation of excellence and innovation? Because that is essentially your core. I see it, I hear it, and I feel it actually.
Wow, thank you, Ferdi, for that. I think there is no secret except for really passion. We love what we do. We're always innovative, and it's really a lot of hard work. I think me and Z work 24 hours in a day.
Oh my goodness.
We always ideate, we're always planning, we're always innovating, we're always thinking of ways how we can improve our business and how we can further be of service to a lot of our clients and patients.
And I'm sure your clients and patients feel this excellence. Of course, you study a lot, you go to a lot of different conferences. But let's go back to the core business, which is cosmetic dermatology. Is that a correct statement or is that correct term?
Yeah, cosmetic dermatology, plastic
Aesthetics.
surgery,
Yes.
aesthetics.
How do you guys keep yourself in the forefront of being the top or one of the top institutes for cosmetics and dermatology in the Philippines?
You know, Ferdi, in our industry, it moves so fast.
Yes.
It's faster than even iPhones, right? I mean, you got 10, 11, 12, 13. Ours goes like every few months, there's something new. So for us, we need to innovate, right? Innovation is key for us, and going to the global conferences, seeing what the leaders are doing, seeing what the world is doing, what the research is doing. We have to be kept abreast with it.
Yes.
And that, for me, I think is the one that keeps us always pushing ahead. Innovation for us it's not only just important and key, but it's so important for even like just survival of the business. Yeah.
Well, you spoke about it's really fast, more than communications tech, as I would say. But what kind of unique services do you offer within your company, especially in the aesthetics and the cosmetic surgery sphere? Because, as you said, every few months there's innovation.
Yeah.
What keeps you unique?
I think we were the first to actually establish a unique experience in the clinics. I think before, the clinics were always very clinical. You go to a clinic,
Yeah.
it's so sterile, it's very serious, but I
Yes.
think we made it into a lifestyle. And I think that what really sets Aivee apart is that it became a lifestyle or a haven of beauty treatments and meeting friends, having a good meal, having a drink, having good conversations, being comfortable, having a nice bed, a heart to welcome you in the clinic. I think we're always thinking of ways to innovate, not only in terms of technology, but always the experience. And I feel that's part and parcel of what we do, and that's truly important for us.
I think what we did was we took away the fear
Of a clinic.
of going to a clinic.
Okay, that's part of your values. Aside from that kind of value to make you unique, what other drives your values for success?
Well, I mean, the word Aivee is actually our core values. A for being authentic, right? We do not really look at competitors. We run our own race. We want to be unique in our own way. I is for integrity, all right? V is for vision. E is for excellence. And another E is for empathy.
I didn't know that. That's the first time I've ever heard, the explanation of Aivee.
That's it, yeah.
I know she's beautiful and she's a stalwart in the industry. But wow, that's the first time I've ever heard that. What about your leadership? How does Dr. Z and Dr. Aivee influence the Aivee Group through your leadership?
I think one thing about me and Z is we're very hands-on with everything that we do. And I think that is something that we're very proud of. We're not only hands-on in terms of the business, in terms of guiding and leading our team, but also hands-on in terms of really interacting and making friends and having family in the clinic. You know, most of the people that are our patients have become our family, just like you.
Yeah.
And we're so proud of the fact that we really know the pulse and we really know what they want and how we can further make their experience
How
better.
big is your group now since you started in 2002?
We have more than 300 people now.
Oh, 300 people.
Yeah.
Wow.
So-
Okay, but I know and I see year in and year out, there are always achievements and awards for the two of you and the group. I mean, it's already countless. What recent accolades or awards have you received this year?
Well, we're very, very thankful to our to all the companies that award us. And recently, we are getting again the Tala Awards. That's for 11 years in a row running.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, that's a record in itself.
It's for our excellence in treatments like Althera and injectables. We also recently just got the Diamond Award as well from Galderma for injectables and for Sculptra and some of the other treatments.
So you get these awards because of the number of
Yes.
treatments that you do. That's a lot of treatments.
And also, Ferdi, we only do not compete locally, but we also compete regionally and internationally.
There you go, folks. That's homegrown and they compete internationally. That's amazing. I'm proud. I'm a proud Filipino. Every time I hear something like this that another Filipino has achieved. What about something, you talked about regional, okay? What about aesthetic tourism? Okay, do you have insights? Do you have patients that fly in? Because sometimes I'm on the plane and then they're like, oh, we know who you are. And I ask them, where you going? And they're like, we're going to go get our treatments done. Tell us about that.
Well, actually, we're proud of the fact that Aivee, I mean, humility aside, is not only known in the Philippines, but whenever we go to other countries in the world, we're known to, even foreigners, they say, oh, are you Dr. Aivee and Dr. Z? We know of you, we know of your clinic. And that makes us proud because we're also bringing and helping medical tourism. There's a lot of, not only Filipinos, but international patients who come to the Philippines
Right.
to avail of the services in the Aivee clinics.
Because, of course, you mentioned medical tourism. So what part of your percentage, your total patient percentage, would you think, on the top of your head, would be foreign or like aesthetic tourism or dermatological
I think
tourism?
it's definitely an increasing amount.
Yes.
I would say right now it's going between maybe 10 to 15%.
That's pretty big.
It is. We do have quite a lot coming in from
Yes.
all over the world.
Because your domestic clients are quite heavy hitters. So
Yes.
you know that's impressive. What about comparing the Philippines to other destinations for dermatology and cosmetic surgery, like let's say Korea, Thailand, and other noteworthy countries? How do you think we fare in the Philippines?
I think right now there's still a gap. I have to be frank. I think there is still quite a way to go, right? To go against this powerhouse global hitters. But I think there's a lot of potential with the Philippines as a tourism hub, as a medical tourism hub, simply because one, Philippines, they speak English, right? I mean,
Yes.
English is the main channel of communication. Secondly, you have great doctors, and we're famed for good nursing care. And
I think the Filipino hospitality is known all over the world.
That's right.
Our
Yeah.
care, our compassion is something that we should be proud of, and we should really take advantage of to make our name in the international scene.
Wow, there are a lot of famous ones, Turkey, you know what I mean, especially for hair transplants. But what's the growth perspective of wellness and aesthetics in the Philippines? You said there's a gap. So do you see in the next, let's say, 5 years, you
Yes.
think we'll be able to close that in with the more famous or more popular destinations?
yeah, I think we're working with the tourism department.
Oh, interesting.
And I think they are going to really put in some of their resource
Yes.
to really bring this out. And Aivee Group is going to be one of the clinics that's going to be part of that drive.
Wow.
So I think yes, we will do some catching up, but we need help with, I guess, all the different industries in the country,
Right.
To bring this up.
Right, but you both are quite famous in the social media world, in that sphere. How has social media platforms changed your business, especially at the luxury level? And what are the most popular services or products that you put out there?
Social media is the key driver right now for our business, simply because of the speed that we can give information to people. Traditional media, we used to require a bit more time, but right now, since everything is moving so fast, we need a platform that can deliver information at that speed. So social media drives everything right now. And right now, our most popular treatments are the non-invasive, minimally invasive to non-invasive anti-aging treatments, the machines, the injectables, those that you don't really have to go under the knife, but to get yourself looking younger with minimal fuss.
I like that. I have to
Yes.
tell Raine about that. We're excited about that. But okay, tell us, of course, there's a lot of people that want to be like where you are right now, want to be you in the same medical world, field rather. And what can you tell them? What can you convey them, to encourage them to follow your path?
I think one thing that we have to always remind people is to stay authentic, to stay unique, always bring something new in the table. Don't just copy. Don't just be another clinic that you see. Be different. And that's what we're always trying to do. We're always trying to innovate, and we're always trying to think of ways to always push ourselves, push the envelope. And also, we should not limit ourselves to a certain group of people. That's why for us, it's also important that we have our advocacy, our Beauty Beyond Borders,
Lovely.
where we really try to reach out to more people who need dermatological help. So we go to the different barangays, to different communities, and that's one thing we're really passionate about.
Nice. What you take, you give.
Yes,
Right.
definitely.
Thank you so much, Dr. Aivee and Dr. Z, for being with us this morning, and great insights.
Well, thanks so much to our valued guests, Dr. Aivee and Z'Shen Teo, for sharing their perspectives with us. Catch us again tomorrow for more enlightening discussions on Industry Beacon. I'm Raine Musñgi.
And I'm Ferdi Salvador. Stay tuned to Pathways to Success. You can also watch and catch BNC, Bilyonaryo News Channel, on Free TV Channel 31 and on Signal Channel 24.